Well, we're over 60 and we're still hustling. One of us is painting Highland cows. The other is flipping houses. Who says retirement means clocking out?
Between consulting, I do insurance claim work. We've learned that side gigs aren't just for college students.
No?
No.
Well, this is Jim, appraiser by day, home flipper by night and weekends, and all while keeping his chill.
Scotch helps me keep my chill. And that's Tav. She's an artist. She's a reseller. She's a wordsmith and a bath bomb baroness. She's proof you can turn any skill into cash. And together, we're Unretired AF.
Today we're diving into side hustles, why we do them, how we started doing them, and which gigs make sense for our tribe.
Yeah. Whether you need extra income, if you want a creative outlet, or just a new challenge. Let's talk about the hustle that fits your rebel vibe. Not everyone wants to be a Walmart greeter to meet people.
Why do we hustle? Does anybody in our age range, why do we do the hustle? Probably the most obvious choice is because of money. I mean, I read somewhere, Jim, I think like 2 weeks ago, that there are 38 million people in the United States over 55 who only have Social Security in their retirement. So there's a lot of people in our group, in our tribe, that are going to need some extra cash besides just their Social Security.
Right. So, people do it for a lot of reasons.
Pick one.
Pardon?
Pick anyone.
Well, I mean, for instance, if and I'll be honest, we downsized. We're in a smaller house. We're together all the time. Sometimes I just want to get out. I'm not gonna lie.
Rude.
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel you because I feel the same way.
Yeah. So
let's just get real.
So it is. It's about money. It's about wanting to keep my brain engaged and to be creative.
Right.
It's about a passion. I mean, I love doing things. I love the art of the deal. I love the chase. I love.
Yes, you get very excited about marketplace.
I do. I enjoy that. I enjoy that.
I love that.
So.
Well, and for a lot of people, I think in our group, in our age range, we did stuff we didn't really like that much.
Yeah.
When we were, working, whatever we were doing, professional work, whatever. I know for me, I worked in the insurance business, very serious, boring industry. And I wanted something where I could have some passion, and like you said, creativity too.
Yeah. So, our side hustles have been, Tavish has been an Etsy seller, an eBay seller. We've used Fiverr. We've participated in Fiverr.
Also, it comes down to purpose.
It does.
I mean, sometimes I think we get older and the world wants to make us feel like we're just throwaway. And then we got the younger generation saying, just retire, boomer.
Yeah.
I had someone tell me that on social media.
Right. But then they're the first when they can't change a tire to call you.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
YouTube is great. You can find a lot of things, but there is nothing like practical experience.
Exactly.
And age is something that we all have that the younger generation doesn't have, that we've been there, done that. We've seen it. We know how to do it.
Well, that's what you're saying is that we have experience.
We do have experience.
We have experience that the younger generation doesn't have.
We absolutely do.
And we can't discount that just because we're older. I mean, a lot of people feel like because they're older, maybe they don't understand technology. And
right.
Trust me. These people don't even know how to write letters. They're using the AI to write letters, and the AI messes up all the time. Right. And so they, sending out stuff that's just crap. But back to our hustles. I mean, we wanted to share with you the stuff that we did. Yes, I did Etsy. I had 2 different Etsy stores. One of them, when Jim and I went to Scotland, because we're both of Scottish descent, and when we went to Scotland, I fell in love with it. We took like 500 pictures, and when I came back, I picked out a few of them that I really liked, and I took up painting. I'd never painted before in my life.
Did a great job.
I took up painting, but what is it? The necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
We bought a boat, which will be another episode, and we needed some art for it. So I said, well, I can do it, because we're the type of people that we feel like we can do just about anything.
Right, and if we can't, we can hire it to fix it. So
Right.
that's always been my motto.
So I did that. I did the Etsy store to sell my art, and I actually did sell some of my prints, which was kind of exciting to say I'm an artist, legit, sold stuff.
Right.
I also had as Jim mentioned earlier, I did bath bomb. I had a bath bomb store. I had a blast with that one, but the problem is it just couldn't make money. I just didn't have the means to expand it and to get the word out enough. So it was really more of a vanity project, because I like to use the bath bombs.
Yeah.
So it ended up being that. So it wasn't great, but I've been on Fiverr. I've done proofreading. I've done writing on there. And then I know you've done,
Yeah, I've flipped houses. I've built houses. I still do a lot of construction consulting work. I'm an insurance appraiser, which comes with being an umpire and stuff on the back side of insurance claims. I've owned a driving range. I've owned a landscaping company. I've owned a pool company.
Oh, I owned a travel agency. I forgot.
And Tavisha was a travel agency owner. So
We've done a lot.
Yeah, we have done a lot. We have done a lot, and still maintained our careers. So it's never too late. And with the experience, and don't cut yourself short either, because we all have experiences that you can parlay into something good.
Well,
you just got to have the confidence to make the step to do it.
Right. Well, and we want to give you a list of at least some of the things that we have seen that are rebel-friendly gigs that you could try if you haven't considered trying it. There's ride sharing with Uber and Lyft. I know, I've known people who've done it and with good results, or I've known people who've done it with not good results. I think it just depends probably where you live and
the time you do it. Honestly, you're not going to get drunks if you do it during the day.
Right.
You can have intoxicated people at night, which is never any fun to deal with.
Right. And for women, that would be a little. I'd be a little scared doing that at night. But there's also where you can do the food delivery, which is very similar to that, and you don't have to have anybody in your car with you,
right?
Which is good. And that's like what DoorDash and Uber Eats and Postmates.
Yeah, Postmates.
So those are there's Airbnb hosting. If you have another property or you're considering getting something, you can do Airbnb hosting. You can teach online. There's a lot of different websites that have where you can videotape your courses, or I guess you can probably do them on Zoom also. You can do coaching if you have, whether it's like sports coaching or whether it's like life coaching, you can do some of that and bring your experience. People are willing to pay for your experience. And you can do like I did. You could try crafts on Etsy.
Sure. You can be a handyman. If you're handy and you know how to fix things, people will pay good money to have somebody come in that don't have to worry about it. We're in an age where seconds count and everybody's so busy.
Right.
And if, as unretired people, if we can handle that need, it's a great thing. You can tutor.
Right.
You have a lot of experiences that a lot of people will pay to have your expertise on. One of the big things now would be podcast editing.
Right.
Affiliate blogging.
Right.
Voiceover gigs, if you have that great radio voice. The key is to match your skill set to the demand. It's a big, wide world out there. And the thing about it is you can do most of all this stuff. When I'm saying the podcast, the affiliate blogging, the voiceover gig, you can do all that from your house.
Yeah, most of that you can. And it's really important when you start getting into any kind of gigs or side hustles to set boundaries, because people will always try to get more than what you agreed to.
Right.
So it's really, really important to, especially if you're not working with through a company,
Yeah.
but you're doing it on your own. Make sure that you talk to your lawyer, get good contracts. Make sure that you outline the project really clearly, especially you do consulting or let's say another job you could do is you could do clothes alterations. Well, all of a sudden that could turn into hemming pants to all of a sudden you're designing a whole outfit and they're
Right.
not thinking they're going to pay anything more. So really set your boundaries and make sure that none of the side hustles that you do start feeling like a damn job.
Yeah.
If it's not fun anymore, don't do it or figure out something else.
In both of our experience, I mean, we can tell you from experience that it is very difficult to work for friends and or family because friends and or family expect everything for free. Well, if that is your business, you have enough practice. You don't need to do things for free.
Right.
You just
Right.
don't. So just carefully pick your clientele.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carefully.
Yeah.
So side hustles aren't a finish line. They're kind of a lifeline. They keep us engaged, earning, evolving, keeps the old ticker going, and you get to meet people and be out and have fun.
That's right. And you should pick something that you love or at least that you enjoy doing.
Definitely.
Because it will seem less like a job. And start small and let it grow. Don't do like I normally do. I normally start big and it either it's gonna work or it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest that approach. Pick something small, let it grow, and the only rule is make it your rule. So whatever your own rules for yourself. Like Jim and I, when we started this channel, we said if we ever start fighting
Right.
about it, we're done.
Right.
Because if it's not, that's not fun. If it's going to cause stress, so make sure that you pick your rules and you stick to them.
Yeah. And it's one of those things that if you are working for yourself and you're not a morning person, don't let anybody schedule anything in the morning.
Right, exactly.
You got to do this because of the love of doing it.
Yeah.
It's great when you can get paid for doing what you love. And trust me, it makes you feel good if you can help somebody and make some money doing it.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, we are not slowing down.
Absolutely not. Neither should you. Not ever.
And
together, we're Unretired AF. What's your side hustle? Drop us a line in the comments, please.
Are you interested in learning more? We spent a long time putting together a lot more information on this topic. We know it's a topic that is really important and really something that is of interest to the 60 plus group, the unretired rebels like all of us. So our digital available on our website, which is unretiredaf.com. And it's called Side Hustles for Unretired Rebels. It's 21 pages of ideas of things you can do and worksheets to help you figure out what is going to be the best choice for you.
Thank you for watching us. See you next time.